for democracy. Now that we have that out of the way, welcome to this review of Helldivers 2. The game was developed by Arrowhead Studios, a Swedish company, most notably famous for Magicka and Helldivers 1. Produced onto a now no longer supported game engine, the game quickly exploded into a popularity storm that had a lot of people making a lot of noise. The game quickly became PlayStation's fastest selling title of all time, though they made a bit of a mess of that later when the whole PSN account controversy hit the proverbial fan, with the game still reportedly being unavailable in over 170 countries worldwide. Story-wise, you are a Helldiver, something akin to a space commando, dropped into the most dangerous situations to further Super Earth's interests. These missions include, but are not limited to, something as simple as raising flags or eradicating a certain number of enemies, all the way up to launching nuclear ordnance at enemy strongholds. Each mission always comes as part of a set called Operations, where the successive mission in operations granting increasing rewards. Assuming an operation is completed, you will earn planet liberation or defense points, which, when combined with everyone else's efforts globally, affects the war effort in real time. In this way, players are able to work together to defend and liberate planets to complete the overarching orders that are passed down from high command, and which are used by the game master who controls the war effort to steer players into certain directions. Gameplay-wise, after the brief tutorial section at the very start, which teaches you which way to point a gun, how to dodge, deal with bug nests, and summon orbital assistance, known as stratagems, you are given a ship and free roam of the galaxy. Completing missions and leveling up grants you access to higher tiers of weapons, armors, and stratagems, all of which can be purchased through one of the various in-game currencies. All of the currency types can be earned in-game, with super credits also being purchasable via real money if you want to speed along access to additional war bonds. These war bonds grant access to new and varied guns, armor, and various cosmetics. Even if you were to buy your way to all of these war bonds, however, you still have to purchase everything in them using medals, which are earned by completing missions, so no pay to win here. With the galaxy now at your fingertips, it's up to you to pick a planet and operation and chip in. Different planets have different weather effects, with fire tornadoes, acid rains, and earthquakes, to name a few. These are more prevalent as mission modifiers at higher difficulties, though some do appear at lower difficulties as well. Speaking of difficulties, they range from 1 through 9, with a 10th on the way, each step up increasing the amount of enemies, variety of enemies, mission modifiers, outposts, and random patrols. Higher difficulties also give better rewards. After selecting a mission, you are then tasked with selecting the 4 assistance stratagems you want to take on the mission. These range from extra ammo backpacks, to automated drones, sentries, personal shields, and all the way up to airstrikes, orbital bombardment, and evil orbital rail cannon strikes. At higher levels, you can even unlock several pilotable mechs, also known as exosuits by the game, which are heavily armoured robots used for the decimation of hordes of smaller targets, or going toe-to-toe with the larger ones. Be careful though, they make you a bigger target. Once you land, having been ejected from your ship in a rather dramatic fashion, you will slam into the surface of the planet in your Hellpod, popping out of the ground and immediately entering the fray with very little, if any, safe window. From there, it's up to you to complete your chosen objectives in any way you see fit, engaging or avoiding enemy patrols, optional side bases, and collecting optional currencies known as samples, if you're so inclined. Samples which are used to unlock improvements on your ship, including faster stratagem cooldowns, more powerful orbital explosions, and more uses from your friendly planet-side fighter bomber pilot known as Eagle 1, to name a few. Suffice to say, they're well worth hunting down, and you will need a lot of them. Assuming you manage to complete all your chosen objectives, the game will then turn into a game of Get to the Chopper, with a mad dash towards the extraction becoming the name of the game. Whether you make it into the extraction shuttle or not, as in this case, as long as you have completed the objectives you signed on for, the mission will be marked as a success, with the appropriate success rewards being granted, though you do earn more if you extract. And extracting is also the only way to keep hold of your samples gathered planet-side, which, as mentioned previously, you want a lot of. Your mission rewards are based off objectives and side objectives completed and bases cleared, with the total then having a multiplier added depending on your chosen difficulty. You are given a number of requisition slips, used to purchase new stratagems, as well as some high-end ship upgrades, as well as medals, which are used to unlock weapons and armor from the warbonds mentioned previously. You are then treated to a nice little graphic of your shuttle, oftentimes with you on board, though sometimes not, returning to your ship, and, if you are fortunate enough to extract, will be treated to your Helldiver offering up a victory pose as they flex for the crowd in various ways. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video or found it useful in any way. See you all next time.